Alright, hello. Today is day 15 of deliberate cold exposure. I believe it's day 5 of using the sauna suit. Temperature, I am dealing with, focus, looks like 14 degrees Celsius, maybe 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Not as cold as I'd like it, but that's what I have. I still have 3 ice packs in there. As per usual, just 3 ice packs, just to keep the temperature lower. Got my timer. Set to 8 minutes. I'm gonna try to do all 3 today. One of the ice packs fell down. Alright, here we go. Every day it's like a surprise. You'd think I'd get used to it, but I haven't. Alright, set on the timer. Come on, timer. Come on, timer. There we go. I did end up finding that patch, or the hole that Sphinx made. It took me a little bit. Had to spray the whole thing down with water and soap just to try to find it. Plus, he cleaned it. And then I patched it. The ice pod did come with patches, so you could patch things when you get holes. If you get holes. Hopefully you don't. But patches work pretty good so far. Trying to get my shoulders down. There we go. Okay. Whew. I did get my sauna suit top, so I'm not using a rain jacket anymore for the sauna portion. And I wore a hat underneath the sauna suit today, so full sweatpants, like a full sweatsuit, and a hat with the sauna suit on top of that. Whew. It's always getting in that's the hardest. Once you're in here, it's not too bad to just stay in. I will say this, I noticed yesterday I only did 16 minutes, and I noticed that it didn't seem to me that my body core temperature was as cold as usual. I say this because I wasn't freezing for the next, like I wasn't shivering for the next couple hours. I think 24 minutes is a real good sweet spot. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for today. Seems like it might rain today. Today is my 6th day of work in a row. I do wish I had today off. Usually today is the day I go to the city and I enjoy a cheap meal. But my wife did figure out how to make this fried tofu Korean barbecue, and it is delicious, and she made me so much of it. I think she did that in anticipation that she knew I wasn't going to be able to go somewhere today, so she's a good wife. Tried to make my day a little bit better, a little bit nicer. Tomorrow I'm going to do my sauna suit, then I'm going to do my cold exposure, and then I'm going to be probably driving to a city just to do some grocery shopping for the week. Come home, empty this thing out, and fill it back up. And that's going to take me a while. Feeling pretty good today. Yesterday, by the way, I wasn't feeling very good, and I apologize for that. I think that might have happened because of lack of calories. I haven't been tracking my calories very well. I just know about what I eat in a day, and I stick around that. I usually eat just about the same things every single day. But because of the exercising and because of the cold exposure, I've been eating a little bit more here and there. Like sometimes like a couple handfuls of nuts and stuff like that. Not yesterday, which would be Friday, but Thursday. Thursday I didn't consume any extra calories. I just had my baseline number of calories that I would normally have. I think what ended up happening is I just ended up getting a little bit too low sugar wise, and that's what made my mood off. Because once I had my oatmeal at around 12:30, I felt way better, just way better. Mood improved, everything. So just keep that in mind. You never want to, in my experience, nobody ever wants to make dieting harder than it has to be, or daily practices harder than they have to be. And when people go above and beyond to try to reduce their calories and stuff like that, it can have a significant impact on your body. And if a person ends up limiting their calories so much that they're not looking forward to the exercise, if they're not looking forward to the cold plunge, then they're actually doing themselves a disservice because they end up not wanting to do it. Like yesterday, I only did it for 16 minutes, and there's a difference between 16 and 24. And I could feel that. So I did myself a minor disservice. Keep in mind that I have been walking every day the last 5 days on the Walk Fit, just about 30 minutes. I think it actually might even be slightly less than 30 minutes, using sweatsuit, sauna suit combo, and then doing the cold plunge immediately after. Well, getting undressed and pulling out the extra ice packs and stuff like that. but immediately after, been doing the ice plunge. I'm hoping to see pretty significant drops this week, whether it comes to size or overall weight, stuff like that. Oh, that's the first timer. It happened pretty quick. Let's start the second. Lower the camera slightly. I'm sure this isn't incredibly entertaining, and I apologize for that, but I really wanted to have my experience documented. I wanted to have the whole thing documented. Plus, it feels as though I'm being held more accountable, knowing that I got to do this every day. I got to record it every day. Today I debated not doing the walk, and I thought to myself, well, I'm pretty sure I said once I got the sauna suit that I was going to do it as many days in a row as possible, and I was going to keep doing it over and over again. And I thought to myself, I'm almost positive I said that, and I'm going to stick to that. I said it, I got to stick to it. So I believe today was day 5, because I didn't do it Monday. Today's Saturday. However, it is day 15 of deliberate cold exposure, which I think might be the longest I've ever done anything 100% consistently that I said. Like, I'm going to do a challenge and try to do that challenge, and I think this is the most consistent I've ever been. And I think that might have something to do with the accountability of the videos. I apologize because there's no way for me to express to you or show you that I have done it every single day. You just kind of have to take my word for it. But at the end, there will be at least 30 videos just showing me sitting here. And again, on Monday, I will do an update of my measurements, my weight, my body fat. So not tomorrow, but the next day. My size, my circumference, stuff like that. And I'll likely do a body show video again, where I just demonstrate what I look like now. My wife says pretty consistently that she sees a change in my body composition every single day. That every single day something's different. I can only hope that's true. I see it some places, not all places. It's not incredibly consistent. Based on all the research I've seen, though, I should be seeing improvements. I should be seeing improvements in my metabolism. I should see improvements in my overall beige and brown fat. Not that I personally can see that, but I should see those improvements. I think they say anything underneath 59 degrees is superiorly helpful, and I've been pretty consistently under that. They usually say 3-minute cold plunges. I'm doing 24 minutes. So even on days where I don't get it below that 59 degrees, I think I should still see a benefit. Yeah. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left of the second. Then I gotta go inside and make my smoothies for the day. Again, I'm making smoothies instead of eating raw vegetables just because of the nature of the job I do. My hands are pretty dirty at work, and it's not fun. Well, I was doing it, but my wife wasn't fond of me eating with my hands while at work. So we decided that we were going to switch to smoothies because I don't have to eat with my hands with smoothies. I was eating raw sugar snap peas and raw oranges, which I suppose technically smoothies are still raw, but that's what I was doing. Just randomly felt warm, like legitimately warm, so I'm breaking up the water because that's the only thing I could think that would cause that, is that thermal layer that develops. Like I said though, I have been using sauna suit to increase my core body temperature before I even get into the water. And this should improve my total cardiovascular system, I believe, because the sauna suit causes dilation because your body's trying to pump blood anywhere it can try to cool down. So it automatically increases heart rate, increases vein size, like the diameter of your veins and arteries increases, trying to manipulate the blood to cooler spots of your body. And then afterwards, getting into the cold plunge causes constriction. So it causes the veins to go the opposite direction. And so constricting into a smaller diameter than they were, trying to keep the blood in your core. And then afterwards, once you get out, it expands again. So there's this constant expanding and contracting of the veins and arteries, which improves flexibility and overall cardiovascular health. Because your veins and your heart, just like everything else on your body, when it gets used and used regularly, it becomes stronger. Now, obviously, there are ways to damage those things. That's not what we're talking about here. And I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I'm just an average person. So please don't take anything I say as the holy word. Probably not appropriate. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt. That's a better analogy. Ten seconds left of the second. Doing pretty good today. Feeling good today, actually. Which is nice, because I've had a couple rough days this week. That's that timer. One of my main goals of getting lower body fat and everything is, I feel like sometimes I don't deserve nice things. Like, I really want a new bicycle. I've got a old Trek Crossrip from, I think, 2014, 2012, somewhere around there. And I really want to replace it. I want to get a all-trail, like a trail mountain bike, just to replace it. I used to use the Trek Crossrip because I used to ride my bicycle to work, so I wanted something that was more commutey. For a while, I really wanted a gravel bike, but then I thought about it really, really deeply, and I don't like driving cars. I like trucks. Not big trucks, not huge trucks because they're impractical to me, but like a Nissan Frontier or a Tacoma or a Toyota Tacoma or like a Jeep Gladiator. I think those trucks are perfect because they're utilitarian. You can still take a family with them, but at the same time, they're a truck. so you get the versatility of a truck bed. Um, those types of vehicles to me are a good place to be. I started thinking, like, if I was to look at a bicycle that way, a trail bike to me is the Nissan Frontier or Toyota Tacoma. It's a bike that you can take anywhere, minus like downhill. Yeah, I mean you can do a little downhill slowly, but you can't do like massive downhills. To me, like an enduro bike or a downhill bike is more like a heavy duty truck. Like most of the time you don't need it, but when you do need it, it's there. But ultimately it's impractical because it costs a lot of money in gas just to get it places from point A to point B. And then you got like a cross country bike, which is like, I don't know, Ford Maverick or Subaru Baja. Like they're smaller, they're made more for like traveling, but they can't tow. Not very well, anyways. Obviously, you can tow with them, but like not very well. Like, for example, a Nissan Frontier with like I think it's 7,500 towing capacity or something like that. That ultimately is the trail bike, and that's why I want that type of bike. But as I was saying, I don't feel like I deserve a new bike because I'm so heavy. Um, I'm a big guy, and I don't feel like I deserve it. And I feel like once I'm thinner, I may feel like I deserve it. Because I do really want a new bike. I want to be able to. We have a couple hiking trails around here that you're able to ride a bike on, and I want to be able to do that. It looks so fun. Like just walking it, I can think like this seems like it'd be fun. I'm starting to have to pee pretty bad. Still gonna hold out though. Got 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left, roughly. Oh, temperature. Temperature's a good thing to go over. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just above 14 degrees Celsius. Looks like 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, Today is a warmer day. If I keep having warm days like this, I'm probably going to have to start buying ice more regularly. Again, I don't want to, but that's what I'm going to have to do to keep the temperature lower. So if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. My wife was talking about getting a extra freezer so we could store more ice packs in there, and that might be a way to go too, as opposed to buying ice every single day. Gotta backtrack a little bit. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Ideally, I'd like to keep the temperature below 59. As long as I keep below 59, I feel as though I'm doing pretty good. So that's my main goal, below 59. But with increasingly warm days coming, I think all next week's supposed to be in the 80s. I'm probably gonna have to buy ice. I don't think the ice packs I have are going to cut it. One minute, 20 seconds. It's about 11:40 right now, so I'm gonna have to hurry up once I get out of here and go make my smoothies and prepare for the day. Just about 30 seconds left. That's the timer. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.